win your chargebacks, okay? Like, don't let anybody play with you or your business. Like, I have won all of my chargebacks, which hasn't even been a lot. It's been like 2 or 3, but obviously if I won them, it's because your girl was right and people were really just trying to play with me and play with my business. Don't let anybody play with your freaking business, okay? Even if it's $20, $200, I don't care. Don't let anybody play with your business. If you want to learn how to win all your chargebacks the way I've won mine, then just keep on watching. Hi queens, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So if you are a returning subscriber, a returning queen, hi, I am so sorry that I took such a long break from content, but I actually finally just got a new phone which has the storage capacity that I need to finally film videos again for you guys. So I'm back and I am better. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you like all things business content, business unboxing, business hauls, package orders with me videos, then you are in the right place. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. Also, make sure you check out the links in the description, guys. If you want to check out my website, evasekits.com, I sell wholesale self-defense and accessories. So make sure you check that out. And all of my socials, personal and business, are also linked down below as well. Okay, so before I took my break, y'all, you guys did a vote on like my community page when I put a vote up of what video you guys wanted next, and you guys voted for a video on how to deal with chargebacks. So if you are a small business, this is something that more than likely will happen. It's unfortunate, but it does happen to a lot of small business owners. I also wanted to make this video because I feel like it's a great educational video to let those know when you make chargebacks, especially if they are untrue, how it really affects small businesses and business owners. So I think it's just important. So without further ado, let's get into today's topic, which is how to deal with chargebacks. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with what a chargeback is. So a chargeback is basically when someone goes to your website and files a claim, whether something was damaged or I don't know, something went missing. So basically they are requesting a refund. They want their money back for whatever it is that they purchased from your business. So when it comes to chargebacks, it depends on what website you have. Everything is different. So I'm just gonna go strictly based off of talking about a website platform I have and the chargebacks that I've dealt with, because maybe it'll be similar to you, because I do have Shopify. But with Shopify, because of the items that I sell, which are high risk, so basically I have a third-party company that processes people's credit cards so I can get paid, because Shopify won't process the payments because the items that I sell are high risk. So they don't want to take any chance, you know what I mean? They don't want to be liable. So I pay extra for a third party to come in and basically process the payments for the type of items that I have. And I'll also be doing a video on that because I know a lot of you guys that want to start the self-defense business have questions about how to get that third party payment processing company. So I will be doing my next video on that. So when people file chargebacks, it goes through my third party payment processing company. It doesn't go through Shopify. It's whoever is processing the payments. So even if you have Shopify, if you have a different, let's say it was through PayPal that the payment was actually processed, you're gonna go through PayPal, even though your website is Shopify. If Shopify is processing the payments, then you're gonna go through them. So it really just depends on who is processing your payments. My company, they take the money out of my account right away. So let's say someone files a chargeback for $400. I'm getting $400 out of my account taken out that's it. The customer is always right at first with this company. And then from that point, it's up to me. They give me a certain amount of days to basically send in my evidence that I really did ship the product or whatever it may be, to try to win my case. And then once I've done that, if they find me in favor, they will return the money to me. But they take the money out of my account right away. So if I don't have that money in my account, you know what I mean? It's getting taken. My account's gonna go negative, or basically I might have money in there for something else and now I don't have it because I'm owing money for a chargeback. So basically that is what a chargeback is. That is what happens when someone files a chargeback. Of course, it's gonna, alert me. I'm gonna get an email and everything. And it's also gonna give me the reasoning that the customer stated why they filed a chargeback, because the customer has to give a reason. So now I guess let's talk about the next step. So after I get the chargeback and I read it, I'm just gonna give an example of maybe the customer said they never got their items, right? Because that's like super popular. So I'm gonna see customer claims like they never got their products or they never got their order. So the next step is to gather your evidence. Screenshots, they are your best friend. Now, when you have a website holds all of the information that has to do with someone's order on your like app, like, you know, your app. So I have a Shopify app, so I can go and see all of my orders. I have all of my customers' information, their phone number, their email, their address, and also there's an area where obviously you can plug in the tracking number, and then it shows like if it's been delivered, if, you know, yada yada. So I will go to my Shopify app, I will click on the person's name and their order, and I will go down to the tracking number and see what the tracking number says. And if it says delivered, screenshot that, okay? Make sure you're also screenshotting the name of the customer and their address and all their information that they put with their order. So after I see that in my app, I'm also gonna go ahead and look up the tracking number with the carrier, and that's really important. Don't just screenshot the Shopify app where it says delivered. You're also going to go to the actual website of the carrier that you use. So I use the United Postal Service. And so I'm going to actually go to USPS.com and type in that exact tracking number, because USPS.com, the actual carrier site, will have more information about the order. So when I go to it, it'll say like delivered on this date. It'll say like it was delivered at the front door, it was put inside the mailbox, or it could not be delivered because X, Y, and Z, or yada, yada, yada. So that's also important. When you get that information and you actually look it up on the carrier's website, screenshot that too. My next step, some people don't do this, but I think it's important, is to reach out to that customer. So my next step will be to email, to DM, to text, because I get all of your information when you purchase an order with me. I get your phone number, your email, everything. And usually it's someone who found you on Instagram or, you know, on a social media page, so you'll have their social media. So I will message them and I'll say, you know, hello, this is Eva's Essential Kit. You know, we're just reaching out, you know, concerning your chargeback. We just wanted to know if there's anything we can do to help, you know, with this issue, that you might be willing to like take back your chargeback, or, you know, we see that your tracking number says delivered, but you're claiming you didn't get, you know, your order. So we're just like wondering like what's going on with that. You know, just be professional. It's annoying, but especially when you know that they did get it. But just be like, you know, we see your tracking number says delivered, so we're just wondering, you know, what's going on, like what are your concerns, your issues with the order when the tracking says delivered. And that's kind of it. Some people don't respond at all. Some people be like, oh, I didn't, you know, oh, I just saw it today, all this, that, you know, whatever. But screenshot. If they answer and they say literally, oh yeah, I did find it, or whatever, screenshot that, because that's proof that the customer is now admitting that they actually got their stuff. So make sure you do that. And even if they don't answer, screenshot the fact that you reached out, because that's really important. So now the next step is going to be to send your evidence to people who you have the claim with. Usually you can click on your claim, you open it, and it's going to give you a section where you can upload your proof and documents. I would just send in all the screenshots, and then in the message just be like, tracking number says delivered, we reached out to the customer, there was no response, or the customer answered and actually said they did get their stuff, all the, you know, proof is shown here, and have a wonderful day. That's it. And then of course it takes a couple of business days, but eventually they're going to find favor with whoever had the evidence. I win all of my chargeback cases because I always have the proof, I always have the evidence. And there has been a time where I was a little late on shipping stuff and someone filed a chargeback because they didn't receive their item in a timely manner. So it wasn't that I was never gonna send it, it's just it was a little bit longer than they were expecting. So I reached out and I said, hey, if I ship out your order today with the tracking number, would you be willing to take back your claim? And they worked with me and they were like, absolutely, like, you know what I mean? So sometimes the customer is genuinely doing things within their right, and it doesn't hurt to communicate. Sometimes you just have to communicate with your customer, and they appreciate that. You're gonna get some like decent human, you know, beings as your customers that are willing to work with you. Other times, some people are just nasty. Some people are just looking for free things. They don't realize how much it hurts and affects a small business. Like, we're not Amazon. Like, not that we can't ever be one day, but we're not right now. So when you know, say you didn't get something when you really did, we don't have a billion other dollars that, you know, it doesn't matter to us. You can keep that. Like $400 might be a lot to someone. That's part of their rent. That's part of their car payment. Like, you know what I mean? So I think it's just important to know that like it's so not right, but things happen, and don't think that it will never happen to you in business, because it can, and it probably will. Like I said, it's not just all the time someone just trying to be malicious, but if it's not, then usually there's a way you can work it out with the customer by communicating with them. So it's that simple, really. After everything's like sent in, the last step would be them finding favor either in the customer or in the business owner. I always get it found in my favor, so then they return the money to me and the money goes back into my account. So that's usually how it works. And I have been lucky to not have a ton of chargebacks. I've had like 2 or 3 maybe, and I've been in business for over 2 years. And like I said, one of them out of the 3 was like someone that was willing to work with me and took their chargeback back because they were like, okay, that's fine. If you ship it today, I'll take it back. And I think the other 2 were claiming they never got their stuff, and they really did. And I won because obviously I had the proof of the tracking and it being delivered. So I don't really know what they thought this was. But listen, one piece of advice I'm going to say is always fight your cases. Don't let anybody think they can play with your business. Don't, because then they're going to tell people like, if you don't fight a chargeback, I don't care if it's for $20. For $20 or $200, I'm fighting my chargeback and I'm going to win my case. I'm going to get my money because that's my hard-earned working coins. Like, I'm not a millionaire yet. So it's just like, I do care about my $20. That's $20 in my gas tank. That's $20, you know, for whatever. So it's important, because then also people are going to know, oh, she doesn't care, so I can keep, you know, filing fraud claims, keep buying stuff and then claiming that I didn't get it and getting my money back. Like, people do with that with a lot of other businesses, like Uber Eats, Amazon. Just think about it. But those companies are massive companies and they have money. They don't really care about your $20. But when it comes to a small business, it can hurt a lot of people. So I think it's important to just keep that in mind, that when you file a chargeback with a small business, they're a small business. Like, you know what I mean? They don't have all this other money to not worry about your chargeback. It really does affect them. So I think that's just an important reminder. And I hope this video was helpful. I just wanted to keep it short, sweet, and simple, because that's really all you have to do. Another piece of advice is to have a policy. When it comes to shipping items, I have a policy that after I've given you your tracking number and I've shipped it with USPS, that USPS is now responsible for your package. I'm not anymore. I did my part. I gave you a tracking number. You know, if something happens with USPS, I will do my best to try to help you, but it's really on them. I did my part. If they lost the package, if they damaged it, that's their fault. Like, you know, you got to take it up with their manager and take it up with them. And it's not for me to kind of just not help. You know, usually I'll offer a discount, you know, or I'll offer a replacement if, you know, it's one of my consistent customers that I know. But other than that, you know, don't make everything on you when you also have other people involved in the whole process. So I think that's important. But depending on how you ship, sometimes, you know, your package that you ship automatically comes with insurance for people. So if a package goes missing, I think I had a girl once where UPS messed up on her order. And because I shipped it a certain way, though, it came with like at least $50 worth of insurance. So she was able to get at least $50 back. Even though she spent more than that on her order, it was something that's better than nothing. I can't be held liable for my shipping carrier when they have their own like protection and you know, policies in place. They're responsible for it. So I think that's just important to set up a policy for your customers on your website, on your social media pages, that also give responsibility to the third party that's involved in shipping out their order. Again, chargebacks are so annoying and they're not fun and they suck, but things happen in business. Business is a risk, and business also has its ups and downs, its pros and its cons. But yeah, guys, so I hope this video was helpful. Remember, just have screenshots, your proof, your receipts. Come with your receipts and you're gonna win your chargeback case every single time. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Check out my website. Make sure you check out the links in the description box, evasekids.com, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, queens.